Alright, we are here at 13214 Day Meadow Drive in Draper. We're doing a sewer camera today. We've got the camera pushed out as far as we can get it. We're at 130 feet, which is as far as my camera will go. And so we've covered everything we can access, but we're not quite to the city connection yet. So there's a little bit of the line that we're not going to be able to see just because of the sheer length of it. It looks like there might be a clean out outside that's probably been buried. I walked around the yard and I couldn't see it. And so ideally you want those to be accessible so that in this instance I could have went out through that clean out and gotten a little bit further. But since it's buried, that's a little bit of a limitation. We're going to start pulling back. So what you're seeing here, this is plastic pipe. This is good. This is what they use on most new construction. You don't get the rust and buildup like you do with the old cast iron. You don't tend to get as many offsets like you could with the old clay lines. And so there's a lot of benefit in having a plastic line like this, PVC or ABS, which is what you have inside your house. That's the black pipe. PVC can either be white or it can be green. I think you have a little bit of both on your sewer. I did find some areas that were holding a little bit of water. What you're seeing there, that's not a big deal. That's you don't want it to hold water at all. You want it to have proper grade the entire way. But there was one area in particular when I was pushing out that seemed to be holding a little more water than it should ideally. It was holding a little bit of looked like toilet paper or something, and so that can be a sign that you don't have quite as good of grade right there, and so that could lead to blockages or backups down the road. When I pushed through, and I'm going to look at it again as I pull back past it, but I went through it, I couldn't see anything that was necessarily impeding the line, like a root or an offset, but it did go underwater, and so when you go underwater, that makes it so that I can't see exactly what's going on. I accessed this today through a clean out in the mechanical room, so this is behind the water heater. You can see right here how we're going underwater a little bit. That might be on a turn. Pushing back towards it. See, I'm not positive what's causing that. See, it looks like there's a turn right there, and I think that might be part of the cause. Is on that turn you might not have great grade. And if you look above us right there, that hole, that's a clean out. And so that's another access point somewhere in the yard, but that's something that I wasn't able to find. Then this green pipe, this is also PVC pipe. See, all this stuff right here where you're going underwater, that's not good. That could be another clean out right there. Alright, this is probably where we're coming back into the house. Just about back to the mechanical room now. This is ABS pipe. This is also a plastic pipe, which is good. Okay, now here we are back in the mechanical room. So just to recap, you have an ABS and a PVC line. I couldn't get all the way out to the main line, to the city connection, because of the length of the line. A lot of Yeah, I'd say the average length of a sewer line is about 100 feet, and we got 130 feet out and still didn't hit it. So we couldn't see quite everything today. You had a couple spots that my camera head went underwater, which is not great. You can have a harder time draining through those areas, and it's more likely to cause a backup down the road. You want to be careful not to put any sanitary wipes or wet wipes down the line. That can also lead to a backup when you have an issue with the standing water like that. I didn't see any roots coming through the line, which is good. It looked like it was plastic all the way out, which is good. So I'm going to end this recording now.